What's up, guys? My name is Khan, and we're back today with more Scrap Mechanic, and today we're going to address the question I've gotten a lot in the comments, which is, where did this flyer come from? Every time I use this flyer in a multiplayer video, people ask where it came from, how I built it, and how come this is the only cool thing I've ever built in my entire career. So, the secret is in this box. It's very cool. It's very exciting. I'm going to show you the secret, and... oh, the box is empty. Well, the box... just kidding.
Was I supposed to be in the box?
No, you might. Yeah, you're supposed to be. You missed the. You're supposed to be in the box. Anyway, it's Glace. This is Glace. Glace is the one who built my flyer, so I decided to invite Glace to show everyone how this flyer was built. It is a completely vanilla flyer. There is a workshop link for it. I actually just have it subscribed to my workshop. I just download it and use it. So there is a workshop link. It is completely vanilla, but it is built with a little bit of glitch welding. So I honestly have never used glitch welding in my life, so Glace is sort of an expert here, and is going to show us all how to build a flyer just like this, or similar enough.
Yes.
What's up?
Stage fright, sorry.
Oh, you got stage fright. Oh, that's okay. So, first things first, we're going to look at the glitch welder. Guys, glitch welder. Okay, so this is the glitch welder.
Yeah, okay.
We've talked about glitch welding before. In vanilla, you can do it with blueprint editing, so if you guys remember my little depth-finding sonar boat I did a couple weeks ago, that used blueprint editing, so I took a bunch of sensors, laid them out all in a line, you know, like these 3 blocks, and then we can blueprint edit them by changing the text file and overlap them all on top of each other. As you can see, there is a mod by, I believe, MJM made the glitch welding mod, right?
I thought it was Durf, wasn't it?
I don't know, someone who, let's check mod parts. It says MJM right here in the corner.
Okay, cool.
Glitch welder MJM. But anyway.
Perfect.
It actually shows you, I forgot in the inventory, it shows you who made the mods. But the glitch welder, so it's a basic, cool. I've never used it. How does it work? I've actually honestly never used this part.
Okay, so essentially this block allows you to store infinite amounts of parts inside of it when you paint them blue and press E on the part. When there is no longer a block in that area that it's welded to, painted blue, you press E on it and it will magically spawn it all back in. So you can put, say, I don't know, a toilet, paint it blue, place another toilet nearby.
And it's this top,
paint
it's
that
this
one
top
blue
light blue, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and then
paint
you
that one
paint
blue,
them all,
get
and they're
rid of
just
it.
they're all getting stored.
Yep. And then you can spawn them all back in.
How did you recall them all? You press E to
so
store
if there's
them.
nothing in the area that's attached to painted light blue, when you press E on it, it will just spawn it all back in.
Oh, so what if I press E on it again? Does it spawn more? No, it doesn't.
Nope, it does nothing.
Oh, because it just stores them once and then outputs them once.
Yep.
So I can go blue, disappear.
Yep.
I can weld this one backwards, blue, oh, I forgot to paint it blue. Well, now I have 2 toilets. Okay, I see.
Wait.
Okay. This is a weird situation.
Huh.
Okay, perfect. All right,
you guys
so
might
that's
need
it.
that for Multiplayer Monday.
Yeah, that's how the glitch welder works. So we're gonna use that today a little bit. Well, I'm not gonna do anything because I honestly don't know much about glitch welding at all. I do a little bit of blueprint editing. Of course, Glace here has actually built this flyer. You can see it can hover on its own. It's quite impressive, actually. I asked Glace to help me do this tutorial, and unfortunately, Glace has... what the heck is this now?
I want to make one smaller.
There's no way this is smaller. They're literally the same size.
No, it's a block smaller.
Oh my god, it's 1 block shorter. Really?
Yeah, it's not the smallest one though.
Is this
the
also
smallest
on your
one
workshop?
is 0.7 blocks shorter.
Oh, this one doesn't...
it's on the workshop.
Doesn't have the
it
hover.
doesn't use switches. Yeah.
Oh, well, I like this.
That's why I never updated yours. But I made this one literally the same day that I updated this one to use the hover.
Okay, so I guess show them the big thing. Obviously, you can see these blocks freaking out. Show them the suspension glitch. So this is actually something, Glace, we were looking before we started recording this video, doesn't remember how to build, but it exists, so we're going to give you the link on the workshop to download it. There's apparently some way to build these infinite stabilizers, so they're basically just like a 2-block double suspension. Actually, I guess you can put it on the lift and show. See, look, 2 suspensions, 2 blocks. It's somehow you build that.
What's actually happening here is the bottom suspension, the way that the block is parented below it is actually pushed up, and the way you can do that is you can very easily just place down, your suspension, a block, and just push a block in there. And when you delete the blocks below it, it stays in it, and that's actually parented to the.
And this is actually cool. You keep telling me to do this, and I never do. But this is cool because you could use this for like a car suspension, and now, right? It's flush with your thing, and you could have your wheel mounted to it and everything else, and it could be flush with your design rather than having that extra block.
Just place it on here, and then place your bearing on that one.
Wait.
That one requires no effort.
Wait, what? What do you mean place my bearing on? I don't have a bearing. Hold on. What do you mean? See, you're teaching me stuff every day, and then.
No.
Oh, no, not there.
No.
Where am I putting my bearing? I'm confused.
Okay.
On
Here,
this
let me
one?
place that there and put a bearing on top, and then I can put a block
Wait,
on that.
what? You just put what?
That's what I use for suspension,
You just
and that actually rotates. Yep.
wait. Hold on.
You
Can I delete this? What if I delete this block? Can I do this same thing if I use like a
You can
mini
put whatever you want in there.
like so I could do
as
like
long as it
this? How do I get the
I usually put a pipe piece.
yeah? How do I
you
get
just-
a pipe piece in there? It's like it won't.
You just place it. It's a
Oh,
little
you gotta
finicky.
like kind of. There's like
Well,
I saw it
I usually just
flash.
the same spot where you place the bearing. You would have the pipe piece in your inventory and just have it ready to go. You have to back
Come
up a
on.
little bit,
Oh,
but yeah, it's
oh,
a little finicky.
oh,
I usually
oh.
have the stuff on a lift.
Hey, look at that!
Hey! And then you can place a bearing on that.
Wow, that's so
There you go.
broken. This is all in
Yeah.
You could do
And
this in
you know the best
survival.
part?
I could literally
Yeah,
just
yeah. You know the best part? Make it even shorter.
oh no. Oh no.
Oh,
That's a suspension.
There
So
we go.
that's actually like that's a legitimate survival creation. You could. All right, we're so off topic.
yeah,
It's
so-
unbelievable. I need to
Well,
refine my
yeah,
building
a suspension
methods.
glitch is just something pushing against itself or limiting
Right.
its rotation.
So anyway, that's what this is. This is two of them kind of
Yeah.
welded into each other in some magical
They're
way.
both pushing each other.
Yeah, and that's
Basically, yeah.
so we end up with this thing.
Yep.
Which is basically the best thing in the world. All right, so I'm gonna let Glass sort of take the floor here. Make flyers, sir. Here's a flyer. We need to make something similar to that. How many suspension glitches are you gonna put in it?
I'm putting an 8.
8? Okay.
8.
That
The
just
same as
keeps
the
it
neck flyer.
stable, right?
Yeah. Yep.
And then what do you do after that? You're gonna put like one to steer it, I guess, or some
more
magic?
or less, yeah.
Okay, well, so we're gonna take our 8 suspension glitches here. I am gonna include
I
the
didn't-
workshop link to this. Did you make this one? I know Brent Batch is sort of the
Yeah, no,
original
Brent Badge made this one.
Right, he was
I've been
the
using
original,
Brent Badges
like,
forever.
suspension
Yeah.
guy, suspension
Yep.
glitch master, I guess you'd call it.
He made a lot of things in his prime, but he doesn't really play scrap anymore. He's been working on his tool quite a bit, though. He's trying to make a physics engine that
What,
works with
simulator?
scrap creations.
I know he made the blueprint editing terrain tool. I don't remember what the heck it was called. He made like a
Yep.
tool for you
But
to edit blueprint files.
you should see his physics engine. Imagine like real life physics with like gravel and stuff, but when blocks explode or can like flow like sand
oh,
in a
that's
creation.
cool. In
Yeah,
scrap
it's just-
mechanic.
Yeah.
Wow, it's I'd actually love to see that. What did you just do here exactly? You just welded them all together and then what?
The
Click in-
top layers are all connected and the bottom layers are all connected.
but they're
Obviously, I
not
wasn't
connected to each
worried.
other.
Nope. Well, they can't be. They can't be welded to each other, and that would break it, frankly, as well.
Okay.
Yeah. So another thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna place a block in the top here. Also, while you're building this kind of creation, you cannot place anything above or below it. So, like, if I place anything on top of the suspension on top,
hmm
it will actually break the suspension on the inside. Same with the bottom ones.
So they're basically you can only weld to the sides of these suspension things when you're trying to attach them to something. So you just spawned one on your lift, click the side of one, weld it to the side of the next, and
Yep.
keep going around, and then click and drag to connect all the tops, and click and drag to
I'm
connect all
gonna
the
put a
bottom.
connection piece on the inside.
Okay.
Because when we put the seat inside of it, we don't want the seat to be welded to the bottom, because all the blocks on top will be pushed out of the seat,
right.
making it very unstable.
Okay.
So we're actually going to weld the seat to the top blocks, but from the bottom.
And to do this, you literally just grabbed one of these pipe pieces, lined it up with the inside
Mm-hmm.
corner, and went like that, basically.
So I'm just going to place a screw down there because I like using screws. You could use whatever block.
Wait, how'd you... Oh, you used a T-piece with a bottom connection on it.
Yep.
Oh,
Yep.
okay, gotcha. So
Yeah.
it's like this one. You're putting that down.
Yep.
But I mean, realistically, you could just do this with like a regular block in there too, even if you wanted.
You know something ironic? 2 weeks ago, right before you mentioned this idea to me, I practiced. I wanted to get it down to less than 5 minutes, and you know what? I did it. And then
And then you got stage fright, and then I'm standing here like judging your every move. Like I'm basically like every manager who doesn't know how to do the job, but is like telling you how to do your job. You know what I mean?
that makes things so much worse.
Like I'm just like, oh well, you know, you should maybe do this better, even though I have no idea what's going on. Okay, well I understand this much. This I could recreate that, I think. without it exploding.
Okay, could you weld? Because I can't click it, but
Yeah.
oh wait, I might be able to now. Nope, and it rotated again.
What do I need to weld?
Oh my god, the multiplayer is just I can't click on.
Don't worry, I've got your back.
The one that's on the right on no, the one that's on the inside. I can't place a block there. Please let me place a block there. Oh, thank gosh.
That inside one.
Yes. Can you weld it from that block, right? But on the red to this one here, but on this side over here.
Oh yeah.
Please and thank you.
Like that.
Oh gosh.
Yeah, perfect. Easy.
And I need to unpaint that, and I'm just gonna put the seat back in.
So now this seat is attached to the bottom of the screw.
Yes. And now I can actually get rid of all this support wood. If I did it to a connectable block like this, this is actually treated as a single block. You'd have to paint one of them.
Oh, and then it would weld on top of the painted one.
Yep. Just like how water works.
Or if it was two separate blocks, I could do like this then.
And this would be considered two separate objects.
Or I did this, if I did concrete and like wood, two different materials.
Yep, that would work.
Okay.
Yep.
But it has to be, because you have to maintain the same connection points that the seat has, right? So it still only attaches on the bottom of the seat.
So what I'm going to do is when you have a higher level seat, you can actually edit the rotation.
Right.
So I'm going to lock the bearing rotation and increase the radius of its turning.
And
what that will allow me to do is when I rotate it, it'll actually stay rotated. So I can take a suspension piece.
This is literally like a whole new level of building that I'm just not
and I could just place it on there. And now when I put this back on the lift, you'll notice it's actually inside.
And in the back of it comes out here.
Yep.
Oh my god.
And now it's connected. So now we have.
It's you got hold bearing on.
Because I locked the steering. Yep.
Yeah.
Rookie mistake.
Sense. You can just disconnect that, right?
Yeah, just reconnect it. It's gonna be reversed because it's upside down, so you have to right click on it once, and it should be And you can edit the intensity of it as well if you wanted to. And
just by what? Changing the speed of the bearing or the angle or both?
Max angle. Max angle.
Yeah.
The speed would be the response time. So if you want to slow down, lower speed. If you want it to be a nice curve on the steering, you would want it lower. But if you want like less strength, that would just be the angle in its entirety. Obviously, it's going to seem less than it is more now, or it's going to rotate less now because there's more friction on the ground. Once you're in the air, it will rotate more.
Right. All right, you're going to slap your thrusters down. See, I know what you're doing now, and then you're going to put another thruster next to it. And then you're going to unweld that, right? And they'll both be together. Wait, what? Don't you need that block for them to reattach to?
Not yet.
You know what? I'm just gonna let you figure it out, man. You're thinking of something, I can tell. I don't know what it is, but
I'm just deciding which blocks I want to use.
Oh, I see. So your thruster, even if you glitch weld it, because it's gone, it'll still attach to this block, even though this block is attached to something else?
Yep.
Yeah, I better not paint that blue, but
as long as they're different blocks, it'll be fine.
Right. Okay. That's really cool.
Yeah. So like I could show you by example, so you'll just weld it in there.
Right.
And it will, right?
Yeah.
Obviously I don't want that, so I'm gonna. Oh, I could have just painted those.
Painted them blue.
Whatever.
Now you have to redo it.
Yeah, it's whatever.
So it's really, you really have to mentally visualize your whole build then, because you have to remember what this is going to attach to on the seat, and then remember what these are going to attach to. Like, that's a lot to actually think about, because like, you know, building in vanilla, you just place and you're done, but this you actually have to think about, you know, all the invisible stuff that you're going to have to respawn after the fact. What do you, okay. So that post is going to attach into what?
I kind of want to get rid of the seat and then redo that part because I want to put the thrusters in there first because that's actually easier. So I'm actually just going to yeet this.
Okay.
Yeah. And then I could just weld. Oh, it's actually letting me weld it this time. That's wonderful.
Oh, I see. Okay. You're going to weld that right up to, and then the thrusters will be above the suspension line. I can already tell, though, people are going to be bugging me now to do more intelligent things with my building. Even like I don't really feel like using the glitch welder mod for every creation or blueprint editing every creation, because obviously you could just the possibilities are endless at that point. You can just become ridiculous. But there are some useful things like the, you know, one block suspension stuff on vehicles that makes, you know, a lot of the time when I was building vanilla vehicles, you need these massive wheel wells if you want to put suspension in them, and now it's like, you know, you can make actual compressing suspension in a lot less space, which I could see that being the most useful thing I build.
I'm sorry if this part looks confusing.
I was gonna say this is kind of supposed to be a tutorial, but at the same point in time, I'm just as confused as everyone else. So, good luck if you're trying to build this on your own. I'm gonna include workshop links, guys. I download it from the workshop. There's a reason I haven't attempted to do it.
I screwed up on. I totally see what I screwed up on.
I do too. You know, you have your seat on the wrong side of the.
No, it's not that.
Wait, what? Why did they appear over there?
It's because it was welded to a creation, which changed the center point, so it actually changed where the stuff on the side was glitch weld.
Oh, this thing's relative to like the center point of the. Oh my god.
Well, when you glitch weld something, right? Or not glitch weld, when you just weld something to another object in general, it does change the center point and the rotation of the parent object. Yeah.
Right. And the glitch welder stores everything in coordinates relative to the center point.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, I don't know if it's to the center point.
But relative to
I'll just
some
say
nonsense on the creation. So if you're gonna glitch weld, don't change your creation dimensions until.
I did what you did earlier.
What do you mean you did what I did? Oh, you
with the toilet seats. You want me to make the version that hovers, right?
Yeah. No, I get it. It doesn't matter. You can make one that just goes up and down. Really.
Okay. It's a lot easier if it's not the version that hovers.
Yeah. Yeah, I was very demanding when I asked Glaze to build one for me. I think my original flyer was made by Brent Batch, and then Glaze made me one that could hover as well as go up and down, which I was really a big fan of. Why I switched over. I don't even know why there's a seat over here, but I'm just not gonna question it.
I'm making sure the height's the right thing.
Oh, I see.
Because I need to put a thruster in there.
Gotcha. So it's just a reference.
Yeah. Just reference. So what I'm gonna do is delete that, do that.
These are like the worst kind of tutorials ever, simply because you can't see the parts you're placing. They're all like stored in the stupid glitch welder. I get what you're doing now. You got the vertical thrusters. Okay, yeah. And
now I get to place back in those pipes.
Right.
That I just cleared from my inventory for some reason.
Don't worry, I got you covered. Look at this. Oh, okay. I'm gonna contribute. Boom. I contributed.
Nice.
Okay, this makes sense.
Okay. Now what I get to do is I pray to gosh that I got this at the right height, because if I didn't... Oh, yeah, you can weld it in... You know where to weld it, right?
Top, middle, red one. Right?
Oh.
Top, middle, red?
Nope. Before you do it, I gotta place... I placed this in wrong because I'm...
But it's top, middle, red to this piece right here, right?
Yep.
Okay. I think I got this.
I hope I got the height right.
How am I gonna... Okay, yeah, I can do it. You ready?
Yeah, it should be fine. Yep.
It didn't explode.
Okay,
that's a good sign.
And all that's well together, which is perfect.
I think so. Oh my god, it's amazing. It just appears. That's so good. That's actually awesome. And so these top thrusters are attached to that screw. These bottom thrusters are attached to that pipe in the middle. And then now the only thing you gotta do is re-glitch weld on the steering mechanism, right?
I'm also adding extra anchor points just in case
something isn't welded right or whatever.
Yeah.
Man,
I also forgot to put a button on top, but that can be done later.
Well, I can just slap a button on top of one of the thrusters, can't I?
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna do that right now because I need to feel like I'm keeping up, even though I'm really not. Yeah. There we go. Look at that. I made a contribution to the team.
Yeah.
Is that it?
You can rotate the bearing as well. Well, I've got to put in the suspension glitch because we removed it earlier.
Oh, Oh, I see. You just put the bearing on it. Oh, okay. Yeah. Gotcha.
Multiplayer again just makes us look. Oh gosh.
It's okay. It looks perfect on my screen. I guess we didn't paint those suspension glitches. Probably should have done that before we.
Let me delete this and try rotating again. It really does not like multiplayer at all.
You're good. It's out. You want me to put suspension on it?
God.
I can do that.
Yeah. Oh, there we go.
Oh, there you go. You got it.
It's just effort.
This is awesome.
And then bearing. Nope. Oh, also, when you guys are trying to put two child objects together, basically two pieces of suspension or two pistons or whatnot, make sure it's on a lift.
Yeah, I've done that a bunch of times.
Yeah.
He's talking about doing this. If you go you have your bearing lock on again. You do something like this, and you've got like suspension, and then you want to have it go to like a bearing like this, and you do this with this piece. If you don't have this whole creation on a lift, if you just do it like this, it might look like it connected, but it only connected to one of them. So...
Did I ever show you how wonderful Brent Batch's blueprint editor is at repainting things?
Yeah, I know. He's got like... So, I guess you should send me the link to that so I can send it to people as well. Brent Batch made a blueprint editor for people who don't want to actually manually do it. So I manually change text files around to make my blueprint edits because I don't really do big things. But he's got a whole tool that's like basically a modeling center and lets you model and change stuff and, you know, paint all and stuff like that. So I'll include a link for that for anyone who is interested and wants to screw around with some blueprint editing. There's some really cool stuff you can do with that. This is actually so much easier to build than I thought it was.
I made it look more complicated.
Yeah, I feel like you did with all the pipe pieces. We could have done this with some blocks, but I feel like it's reversed.
Oh yeah, Oh, God, multiplayer really does not like that. I'm just looking at the steering bearing flying across my screen. In all
Are you
honesty.
actually? Does the original one do that? Does the one that like you made it on the workshop?
I think I welded it differently that it shouldn't. No, this one works perfect.
Oh, weird.
Yeah, I don't know.
This one's almost the exact same.
Except for this one hovers.
Yeah,
I put the thrusters at the same strength, but all the weights are different.
Right.
This one actually has concrete and stuff in it and metal. To balance it.
Am I? Hold on. Am I crazy?
What?
Dude, look. That one's got blue thrust.
Yeah, the old thrusters.
The old thrusters
thruster,
legitimately still... Oh my god, you're right. They are the old thrusters. So you can't build with the old thrusters anymore?
The level of the thruster changes the
thrust color.
Yeah. So like if we hook up one of the original ones, like a level 1,
it's blue.
And I put a...
Is it legitimately blue and I just haven't noticed? This is like a toilet flushing moment all over again. Oh my god, it is a toilet flushing moment.
Upgrade. Upgrade.
Oh
upgrade,
my god.
And upgrade.
Oh my god. All right, well, yeah, no, I swear I don't play this game at all. It really feels like I don't play this game at all. But there you go. Not really a tutorial. I guess kind of a tutorial if you guys are curious. Anyway, this is Glace. Glace is in my Discord if you guys want to chat him up, ask him questions. I'm sure you're going to get bombarded now. Super exciting. But yeah, let us know what you guys think in the comments down below. I'm not going to upload this one to the workshop. I will include the links for the flyer that I used there, that one. Big shout out, of course, to Glace for joining in and showing me stuff that makes me feel totally inadequate as a scrap mechanic builder. And of course, check the workshop links in the description. I'm going to include some links so you guys can check out these creations. And if you want to build your own flyers, good luck. And we'll see y'all next time. Bye.